Welcome to the Making of Harry Potter. I'm at the Warner Brothers studio tour here in Tokyo and it just opened this month and I'm so excited. I got a robe just for this. I recently got sorted into Gryffindor, so represent, and I can't wait to go inside and show you around. The hype was so big around this opening. I've heard it's the size of 4 Quidditch fields, so that's a bit of perspective. So let's go take a look and see if we can find some magical beasts and people and have a good day. Come with a bunch of friends and we're all dressed up. We've got every house here. Slytherin, Gryffindor.
I like green. I'm 100% Slytherin. Hufflepuff, I didn't bring my robes though.
Ravenclaw.
To be decided.
It is almost 30 degrees today, so I don't recommend the robe in the summer, but I'm committed to dressing up for the occasion. I am ready. I also have a themed shirt underneath. It's like the jelly bean shirt. You can see that.
Before going inside, I want to show you guys something really cool.
One great thing they've done is Harry Potterify the stations here in Tokyo. They have 2. Right now I'm at Toshimaen Station, which has Harry Potter themed trains. The tracks are all red, there's telephone booths, there's places to take photos, and the music is very Harry Potter. And there's also Ikebukuro Station, which was based off London's King's Cross, which you can also enjoy. You don't need tickets to come here. You can just take the train as a regular Tokyo resident or tourist. One thing I will mention is if you're coming to Toshimaen, there are 2 lines you can come with. There's the Oedo and this line, so be careful to come on this one.
Right outside Toshimaen Station is actually a lot to see. There's a bit of Harry Potter inspired stuff like a telephone booth, but then there's also restaurants and a Starbucks, so you can kill some time here or get something to eat before going inside. Also great park before heading in.
They just told us you can come in 1 hour before your ticket session, so get here an hour earlier. We didn't know that, so hope you guys can take advantage of that.
There was actually no waiting time to get inside, and as soon as you're in, you're greeted by a great big dragon. There's also a cloakroom if you need that.
I really love the panels where they have images that keep rotating. They're going through the seasons, I think. There was a winter one, there's also one with fireworks, so I guess summer. But it's just so magical and I feel like it's kind of similar to Disneyland where everyone's just in a good mood and having a great time. And even if you're not the biggest Harry Potter fan, I think you can come here and just have a great time. Because I'm just a casual fan. I enjoy the franchise, but I'm got Alyssa here for all my facts.
I am a huge fan, massive fan.
Yep.
I am
Potterhead. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's called Potterhead. Yeah. I'm surprised you know that.
I know things.
Okay. I'll be the tour guide for today though. I'm
Arigato.
very excited. Fun fact, the music is all done by John Williams, who is a
I knew that.
legendary composer, also does Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and it really is the atmosphere, I think. Hearing the music as soon as you come in is like a big part of it.
Fun fact, I played the saxophone and did the Harry Potter themes. I had the whole book.
I played the recorder, I played hot cross buns, almost the same.
All right, our group is going in, so I'm so doki doki. We've just started the studio tour and they take you through a couple of rooms where you watch videos and then you're welcome to the Great Hall. Amazing how similar it is. They've done a great job reproducing it and we've got the long wooden tables where they would dine in the movies. Apparently from here on out we can take our time with the tour and just go at our own pace. So I'm looking forward to that because right now we're in a big group of about maybe just under 100 people. There's the sorting hat behind me there and I would imagine if you did get sorted in real life it would be so overwhelming being in front of all these people and then your house is announced in front of everyone.
From here on out, there are lots of displays showing behind the scenes making of the films, which you can look at your own pace and read slowly.
Interesting because the US had their own covers for the books, but Britain and Australia and I guess some other countries had the original ones. And I remember now they call it the Sorcerer's Stone, whereas we pay the Philosopher's.
Do you know the reason?
Because Americans don't know what philosopher means.
Yeah, they thought people would be too dumb to understand. Americans would be too dumb to understand.
I'm so sorry. We're in the room of the Great Staircase, the moving one, and that's actually one of my favorite parts of the movies, just because it's so iconic. Oh, and they're moving.
Oh, they're moving, yeah.
You can take a mini video and get put on the moving portraits here. This is what we did, and it was super easy. You just had to read a QR code and voila.
Look, we spotted ourselves. We look so cute. I'm glad we dressed up. This was really fun. Definitely take the photo and get on the wall. Welcome to the Gryffindor Common Room, aka my home, and the attention to detail here is quite impressive. We have books on the table, we have the fireplace, and they're also playing the voice of Sirius in the scene from one of the films where he's talking to Harry through the fire.
I was excited when we got to the Quidditch section. That was one of my favorite parts in the movies. You could see the broomsticks and there was a thing you could participate in, but it malfunctioned, so we had fun at the potions instead. One of the more scary scenes in the film, the Forbidden Forest, it was very dark and cold in here.
After leaving the Forbidden Forest, you're greeted by Hagrid's hut, and it's also really warm outside and bright. My friends have left because they're so hot. Guys, guys.
20-degree difference between inside there, the forest, and then outside here. I mean, it's a nice day, it's cool and sunny, but I gotta go.
Are you gonna get butterbeer?
Of course I'm gonna get butter. I'm gonna slam 3 of them.
With that, it's time for a drink. This place is dedicated to butterbeer. Of course, they have a few snacks on the menu, but the line was pretty decent, not that long.
On a hot day like this, butterbeer is the perfect way to cool down, and it's already overflowing, so cheers. This is really good. I love butterbeer at USJ, so Universal Studios, and it does taste different. I thought it would taste the same. Kind of like a fizzy drink, but then they've got like the sweet froth on top. I love this. This butterbeer is about 1,100 yen, and you do get to keep the cup, so it's a little souvenir for you, but yeah, I wish they had the option to get it cheaper if you gave the cup back, but I'm a big fan of salt and vinegar chips, and it's such a popular flavor in like probably the Commonwealth, so England, Australia, and I was like, may as well get this because you can't get them anywhere in Japan really. So yeah, Tyrrells.
Hello guys, this is a pumpkin pasty, I think it was called. Presumably pumpkin. So, itadakimasu. Very hot. It's good though. It's like a pumpkin-y paste inside.
I've never had a pumpkin pie, so I don't know. Yeah, I think a pumpkin pie is very American, but then maybe it's not because it's in like the British Harry Potter film. It's very sweet, but it is enjoyable. I like that it's warm. That's my review. Just in case you guys were wondering, the butterbeer has no alcohol in it. It doesn't taste like alcohol at all. It's just like a really sweet drink, but I find it quite pleasant. Although I noticed that this one's not as cold because I think the other one is frozen at USJ, so we're probably better to drink it fast because if it gets lukewarm, that's just not going to be nice.
I wanted beer. I wanted beer. I was expecting beer with the butterbeer, so I'm a little disappointed, but it was nice. It was sweet. I like how the foams always stayed there. It's good. Like a buckwheat. Do they have that? Don't work on it.
After enjoying a butterbeer, they have quite a few exhibitions you kind of can enjoy and look at. So they have the night bus and they have a telephone booth and then of course Privet Drive where Harry grew up. And you can apparently go inside. One thing I love about visiting amusement parks here in Japan is that everyone really dresses up. I don't feel like people would do that in Australia that much, so it's kind of like great for making the mood and really getting, you know,
It's like
hyped up.
Halloween, but in other times of the year. It's acceptable.
Yeah, but they don't dress up on the way to the theme parks. They all get changed here.
Yeah.
Which is one thing that you might be like awkward about if you don't want to like, because you'll be the only one on the train. Even the Harry Potter themed train, no one else is dressed up.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to line up, you can totally come and find another angle. And in Japan, people love lines, so now there is a line forming for the place that we just created.
Yeah, it's tempting. You want to join the lines like everyone else, but don't.
Yeah, don't.
Don't. Create your own path.
Going inside it.
Yeah,
We're going outside it.
yeah. We have joined one line
One line.
for Privet Drive inside Harry's home because that's like an iconic place.
Some lines you do have to just join.
Yeah. What are your favorite Harry Potter films while we're waiting?
Oh, I have a tier list. Can I do the entire tier
Really?
list?
Oh gosh. All right, go for
It
it.
only takes about 45 minutes. I can do the condensed version.
Can we
which
do
is
it in
about,
the 10 seconds?
Okay, best movie is the third one. Alphonse Cuarón, Great Direction. It's when everything gets more mature and a lot of set pieces change and there's a...
10 seconds over.
All right, your turn.
I like number 4, like with the dragons and stuff.
Because of the dragons.
Dragons and lots of action as well.
That's a good pick. And
That's
I'm
10 seconds.
basic, so number 1.
I mean, a lot of
It's a different
classics
director.
are really good. Oh, yeah, Christopher Columbus
Yeah.
directed the first
But
one.
then my other favorite is the third one. I really like the third one.
I got to see Harry's tiny little bedroom. Very sad.
Walking through the inside of their house now, and the details are immaculate. You can see all the iconic scenes where she's ballooned up, or they have all the letters coming in. Actually, I really enjoy the outdoor section of the park. I guess because the weather now, it's late afternoon, it's very pleasant, and it's so outdoor, open. I
I
don't
think
know.
it's realistic too, right?
That's a good
'Cause
point.
it's like all the inside, it's clearly a set, and they don't try to hide that. It's clear it's a set, and out here, it's like the outdoor elements are just in its natural habitat, which is outdoors.
It's very spacious. I'm impressed.
Because it's a chessboard.
I know, and but it's realistic. It could have been a miniature one, but they were like, no, we're going all out.
It was fun walking across the giant chessboard. The outdoor sets were honestly really cool.
Currently at Hogwarts Bridge, translated in Japanese as Hogwarts Bashi, which is funny because there's Nihon Bashi, Kyobashi, Shinbashi, so many types of bashi, so bridge. But this is a really cool photo spot. I actually love sitting here and just kind of gazing out. Wonder where we'll end up.
The journey continues for more food, and we ended up at the Backlot Cafe, which is right next to the Butterbeer location, which has an extensive menu. Plus, they have a couple of sandwiches and bentos and British drinks that you can pick up. I do recommend this place over the restaurant at the beginning of the tour.
We ordered the Gryffindor dish. Yeah, and there's Yorkshire pudding, which I was really excited about because I saw it in
I've
the
never
Princess
actually
Bride.
had it. I'm not even sure what is it exactly.
It's basically like pastry, but you feel free to go first and try that.
Can I? Okay.
Yeah.
Wingardia Leviosa.
How was
Oh,
it?
it's good. It's nice, like
Yeah.
fluffy.
I feel like this is probably not the highest quality one, but get some gravy.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, let's dig in. I also got the pumpkin soup, which is, mind you, the most affordable thing on the menu, 400 yen. Well, this one was 3,100.
3,200.
Oh, okay. But we're halving it, so we figured, why not?
We're having it.
Actually, good soup. My God.
We tried some of the high
The
class.
high class.
roast beef. The main.
Is
course
it not
here.
wagyu?
Is it not?
Is it not wagyu? Itadakimasu. Fine.
It's fine. You're probably paying for the Harry Potter name
Yep.
a little bit.
Funny though, when the waitress served us, she said to me very eloquently, "This is the meal that was served to Harry in the films." And I was like, lovely.
When? At what point?
From the Great Hall.
Time for dessert.
Hedwig.
My favorite snowy white owl.
And your second favorite snowy white owl is who?
You? I don't know what. I don't have a second favorite.
No, that's my.
Oh, apparently it's got custard cream, blueberry, there's a bit of raspberry and banana inside. So yeah, a bit of everything.
A lot of fruit. Japanese people love fruit in their cakes.
Oh yeah, it's sponge cake. Itadakimasu.
It's good.
This was 1,500 yen. So if you share it with a friend, I feel like, 700 yen each, not too bad. But we saw a group in front of us get 3, so 1 each.
So the butterbeer had no beer, but we did actually find some alcohol, which is wine, and you actually get your own little bottle for 1,000 yen, which actually for like theme park prices is quite a good amount of wine for that price, I feel.
We're at platform 9 3/4, and this is the trolley where you push through and go to the other world. So let's go.
As expected, this is a popular photo spot, and they do have a gift shop right next door where you can get headbands and other snacks from the franchise, but this place wouldn't be complete without a ride on the Hogwarts Express.
It's fun walking down here, and they've got scenes from each of the different movies.
After a quick ride, it was back to learning more about behind the scenes. There is actually so much, but I can't show you everything. You have to come here and experience yourself, but I learnt so much about how they make the movies and how the magic really comes to life through these iconic characters.
Because I work in production here in Tokyo, it's kind of interesting to see just the level required to kind of execute a project or movie like this. Because obviously I work in a small team and we really do travel films and promotional videos, but the scale is just completely different. Welcome to the iconic Diagon Alley. It is right behind me. We have the storefronts lining the street. The lights go dim and it's really cool. This is my first time visiting it. I went to Universal Studios and saw the Hogsmeade area, but this is first time here. And I'm excited because it's such a huge part of the movies, especially the first few. I played the video games too. I remember coming here and getting all my stuff. GameCube game, or like, was it the DS? Game Boy? One of them. So apparently the director, Christopher Columbus, wanted to film in London at a real life location, but there wasn't a good one, so he made this. And I think it was worth it. Probably can't find anything like this in London, so. If you're a wizard, what would your pet be?
It has to be an owl, right? That's just easily the most useful one.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, no, wait, change a phoenix. No, a hippogriff. No unicorn, actually. Owls are lame.
Are you allowed to have that though at Hogwarts? I feel like
Dumbledore was allowed to have a phoenix.
Yeah, because he's Dumbledore.
Get good, skill issue.
That's just oh, there's even sounds here. That's cool. Yeah, there's so much detail here. You can see even some buildings falling apart, and then here the lights are dimming.
Yeah, it goes from day to night.
I'm sad to almost have to go home. We've stayed until closing, basically. Well, since I live in Tokyo, I can come back anytime, but it's been awesome so far. Really love it.
After the tour, you're treated to a beautiful model of the Hogwarts castle to enjoy one last time before heading home.
Made it to the gift store, which
Yay.
is now the end of the studio tour.
As is tradition in any theme park, you have to end in a gift shop.
Yeah, and they have the Japanese version of Harry Potter on sale here. When I was studying Japanese, I thought, why don't I challenge myself and read the first one? It was so hard. I got through like 5 pages and I was like, you know what? I'm going to circle back to this, and I never did, and I donated the books. So
How do you think you would do now if you had to read them?
I would struggle Because it's hard. I think if you read
Yeah.
back in English, it's like, oh, this isn't that easy. So yeah.
I heard that this Harry Potter gift store has the largest inventory in like out of all of them in the world, but what I want to highlight here is the kawaii Harry Potter anime characters. Like, what the heck? They're so freaking adorable. So yeah, get some Hermione anime goods.
That was our experience at the Harry Potter studio tour here in Tokyo. Super worth it.
Yes.
Definitely come if you can and take your time. So come early in the morning. Bye.